Welcome to What in the Duck podcast. I'm your host, Oliver Peck. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Yellow Rose Canyon, your premier event space and campground nestled in the piney woods of East Texas. With cabins and RV sites available, Yellow Rose Canyon is perfect for your next event, no matter the size. A wedding, reunion, festival, you name it. Check it all out at yellowrosecanyon.com. Welcome to another episode of What in the Duck podcast. I'm your host, Oliver Peck, and today in the booth, we're going to have my buddy, that's right, buddy Jon Snodgrass. Man, he is a lot of people's buddy, and he has a lot of buddies. He has an album called Buddies. You should check out Jon Snodgrass. He could be your buddy, too. Yeah, Jon Snodgrass is a very interesting character, so stay tuned for the interview with him. Who knows what we're going to learn from this episode, and we may possibly not complete any single train of thought at all during this interview at all. Jon Snodgrass is, like I said, he's a character. Very excited to be able to get him in here. It was a very spur of the moment. He just let me know he is in town out of the blue, and I was like, hey, let's record a podcast. And so here he is. Jon Snodgrass going to be in the booth today. First off, we're going to start off with a couple of questions from the Gmail. I want to remind everybody, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, you can email them over to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. And if I do answer your question on the show, we will be sending you some cool What in the Duck podcast merch, some free shit. So send your questions in. Send me a good question. I'll answer it, and you get some free shit. Also, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remind everyone that they can also become a member of the What in the Duck podcast. And thank you to all our members out there that we have now. Thank you for supporting us and helping us keep on doing what we're doing. All right, first question from Max. He says, hey, Mullet Man, I was wondering if your friendships or relationships ever got in the way while judging on Ink Master. You mentioned in the previous episode your friendship with Big Jazz, who I know was on the show. I know you have a good relationship with Dave Kruzman, who obviously won his season. Was it ever hard to critique or eliminate someone, or did you ever give someone maybe the benefit of the doubt because they were a friend of yours? And then at the end, I don't know if you know this, but due to current living cost, the back of the mullet is also now business. So instead of just being business in the front, party in the back, it's just business is what he's saying. Comment on the mullet. The mullet is fucking sweet. I don't know if it's really coming across in this angle with the headphones on and all that, but if you've never had a mullet, you don't understand. It just feels so good. It just feels incredible. I mean, you cannot. It's almost like it's hard to be in a bad mood when your hair is fucking as glorious as this. It's sweet. It's very freeing. Yeah, I feel great. You know what they say, looking good, feeling good. All right, so answer the question. A lot of people, a lot of contestants, a lot of artists that came on Ink Master were people that I knew previous. The tattoo community, especially years ago, was a lot smaller, and so you knew a lot of tattooers. And even season 1, I had known Shane O'Neill for years, and all throughout the seasons, there's people Clean Lock 1 and Jimmy Whitlock, Jimmy Litwalk. I think I said it right. But I've known these guys, a lot of these guys for a long time. And Big Daddy Jazz, great guy, great fucking guy. And you know how, like, if you are hanging out with your buddies and you can just easily make fun of them and talk shit to them. If your friend shows up with a fucked up haircut, you'll be like, damn, you look like shit, bro. What the fuck? But if you see a random stranger on the street you don't just start making fun of them. You don't start talking shit to them. You don't just berate innocent bystanders. That's not a common practice. So with that in mind, it's very, what I'm saying is it's easy to talk shit and make fun of your friends. So I felt kind of sorry for my friends that came on the show, because it was easy right from the start to talk shit, to call them out, to say they sucked, more so than what somebody I'd never met before. Somebody I never met before, I had to give them the benefit of the doubt. I had to be like, well, let's see what they can do. Maybe this is just a one time they fucked up, and maybe you treat it with kid gloves, or maybe you try to be tactful about it. You give them a bad critique, but you're kind of like, I don't know this guy. But then someone, and you're like, oh man, I'm going to rip this motherfucker to shreds. You should have never fucking come on here, dude. What the fuck are you thinking? And like day one, I saw Jazz. I was like, oh, bud, I'm about to fuck you up as soon as we get in there. And he just laughed and said, that's what I'm here for. It's part of the game. And so the people that I was the most friendly with definitely got the harshest critiques right off the bat. By the end of the season, everybody got ripped because that was the job. The job is to talk shit on their tattoos. It can't just be, we said this many times, it can't just be all fun and games. You gotta like, it's gotta be the heat of the moment. You gotta tell people that they suck. And that was my job. And, they say I was very good at it. I was very good at talking shit. Not due to lack of practice either. I've been talking shit my whole life. So basically you could say I was born for the job. But yeah, my friends that were on there definitely got harsher treatment right off the bat. And the people that even once there was very little amount of time that we got to hang out off camera with the artists, but there was some time. And so the people that I, made the most friends with or got along with or had time to fuck around with, it would instantly turn. I was much more comfortable to fucking just give them a hard time. And so, in retrospect, it would have been smart for the people to like not talk to me at all and not try to be friends, because then it just makes it easier. But it was a TV game show, and it is a reality show, and it was, I had a job to tell people they sucked, and that's what I did. And I'm actually a really nice person in real life. I'm actually very kind, sweethearted, and complimentary, almost 99% of the time. And I usually only talk shit to my friends. And, I think that's how it should be. So there's the answer to that. Thanks, Max, for your question. Next question from Claire. Claire says, hey, Oliver, just want to say I'm loving the podcast. It's very interesting, free-flowing, and a cool show. Love it when you have tattooers on here. Well, last episode, I think, was Snaz Daddy, so I hope you love that one. My question for you, could you tell us a little bit more about your vegan lifestyle? What are some of your favorite foods? Do you cook a lot or go out to eat? Any good vegan places you love to go out to? I myself am vegetarian for a while, but I eat vegan when I can. Sincerely, Claire. Have been vegan for maybe 8-ish years. I'm not good with the timeline memories. But yeah, probably eight or more years. And I went vegan. Mostly because I had a heart attack. And, it was explained to me that the cholesterol clogged my arteries and I had a heart attack. And so I vowed to not eat cholesterol anymore. And so since I went vegan, I feel really good. I've been feeling better than I did way previous. I don't cook a lot myself. My girlfriend does cook a considerable amount. She's been vegan for much longer than me. She was vegan I like to say she was vegan back when it was hard to be vegan. I waited till it was easy. Nowadays, you can eat vegan pretty much anywhere. She was vegan back when she was just sucking on cardboard. And that's all they had. It was tough back then. 15, 18 years ago, there was no products. There was no, 20 years ago, there was no like restaurants that had vegan alternatives. And even the things that could easily be vegan were, and still today, there's things that can easily be vegan that are just have lard or whatever whey or milk fat in it for basically no reason. But being vegan, for you guys who may or may not be completely familiar with, just basically no animal products. All cholesterol comes from animal products, and so it's basically no animal products in your food. So milk and dairy and cheese and meat and fat and crap like that is out. But yes, butter is milk. Chicken is also meat. A lot of times you order something and you say, hey, can I get this vegan? Like, oh, it's just chicken. I'm like, yeah, that's meat. But nowadays, you can get vegan food pretty much anywhere. I really love Thai food. And Thai food is a safe bet. You can go to Thai food anywhere in the world, and you can get the vegan version of whatever it is you want to get, whether it has just vegetables or has tofu or has curry or whatever. But they don't use milk or lard or butter or fat in their rice or curries or anything. So there's a lot of different dishes you can get. You just get it without the egg, whatever. So we do eat a lot of Thai food. We eat a lot of Thai food. We eat a lot of Indian food. And there's also a lot of just specific vegan restaurants. There's Mexican vegan restaurants. There's whatever. But I guess the main question is mostly I just eat real whole foods, vegetables and fruits and nuts and grains. And I'm kind of a guy that I do like it when my food is delicious, but I also sometimes just eat to get through the day. So I'll just eat whatever there is, whether it's a granola bar or just a PB&J sandwich or a bowl of oatmeal or whatever. I'll just eat whatever I need to get through the day and just have food. And I kind of have this, I changed my mentality from thinking as food as an entertainment to food as a fuel source, and so food doesn't always have to be, your recreational activity. Food can sometimes just be your nourishment, and you just get your food and you get your fuel and you move on with your day. Too many people in today's society, food is their entertainment. Food is their social activity. Food is their hobby. Food is their everything. There's people that all they do on social media is make food. There's people that all they do in their free time is eat food. There's people that just, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat ice cream every day for 45 years, and I'm going to document every single bowl of ice cream I eat, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know why I'm fat. I can't understand it. But, you want to make a video of you eating ice cream every day. Probably not a good life goal. You should probably, I don't know, see how many roofs you can jump off in a row. It'd probably be better. But anyway, we're having a major health crisis with food in our country. And I think part of it is people are too conditioned to thinking of food as their entertainment or hobby or recreational activity or social activity. The only time they hang out with people is when they go eat. The only time they do anything is when, so I just kind of switched that mentality where I just think of food as a necessary thing, just like sleep. And I feel incredible. People do ask me all the time, don't you miss this? Don't you miss that? Don't you miss cheese? Don't you miss blah, blah, blah? And no, if all I was doing is sitting around is wishing that I had it, then yeah, maybe I would miss it, but I don't. I just get on with my life. I'd much rather ride a motorcycle than eat cheese. I'd much rather be alive than have another heart attack. So, I mean, pretty easy question. I also am not one of those people that think that I'm doing something, therefore everyone else should have to do it. So I don't push other people to try to be vegan because I don't believe that every single lifestyle or every single health criteria is necessary for every single person to follow. I don't drink alcohol because I have an alcohol problem when I was young, and I don't want to have an alcohol problem anymore. Some people can drink alcohol and not have a problem, and I don't think everyone should just be sober. I think people should do whatever's best for them. I don't know that much about the whole, there's a concept of eat right for your body type and blood type. So I think everybody is different. Everybody could probably benefit from different things. So like I said, I don't try to push everybody to do the same things. So I just do what I do and you do what you do and we'll all have a great time. But I will say I don't recommend eating ice cream 7 days a week. Just because it's not good food. We are going to move on and go to our interview with Jon Snodgrass. So thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the episode. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later, dudes. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Dream Machines of Texas. All of your used motorcycle wants and needs all in one place at dreammachinesoftexas.com. They have multiple locations, large inventory, and get new bikes in every week. Knowledgeable staff with great service, financing, and extended warranty options available. They also have a complete service garage, so every bike is gone through and brought up to speed before you hit the road. I've bought more than a few bikes from Dream Machines over the years, and I could not be more satisfied. I have also had friends from all over the country buy bikes because they couldn't find a better deal anywhere. You can buy a bike and have it shipped to you anywhere in the U.S. Why buy a brand new bike with that brand new high price when you can get a like new bike with that dream deal you've been looking for? Go to dreammachinesoftexas.com and get a bike and get your ass on the road. Welcome to another episode of What in the Duck podcast. I'm your host, Audra Peck, and I'm sitting here in the booth today with none other than Jon Snodgrass. How you doing today, Mr. Snodgrass?
I'm good. It's real nice to finally meet you. I've heard about you.
It's like we're tight bros.
You're an artist.
Instantly.
Yeah. Cool. I'm kidding. I thought that might be funny if I just pretended like we're meeting for like the first time.
It's great to have you here.
Who made that music?
Blake Pichon.
Blake Pichon. I like it. I kind of missed it, but can I try to help with it?
Yeah.
How about like, what in the duck? It's the Oliver Peck Show. That wasn't it. Hang on. I tried to sneakily record it. Hang on, wait. I'll send you a demo later. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Good. No, not much. Not much.
So to kick off the segment, you're talking about writing jingles for a previous podcast.
Yeah. It was this, it was just kind of funny because it came up today or last night. And I think they haven't done an episode for, I think they said 28 months.
It's a while.
It is a while. But you know what? They do only do it during baseball season. But it's
baseball season right now.
I know, but it's the Colorado Rockies podcast. And I started following the team in 2017 when my son showed interest. And it took me until now to realize there shouldn't be baseball in Colorado. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they not just have the money to get a good team or what?
Oh, they have the money. People will just go to, it's pretty sad. Like
people just don't go to the games.
Oh, they go.
Oh, well then what's the problem?
But they're people from Chicago, like the Cubs fans, John over there. He'll be at the game and he's like, yeah. And they're screaming, but it's when we're losing.
Yeah, for Chicago.
Yeah.
They're screaming for Chicago.
It's embarrassing because it's a beautiful place to go and people want to go there.
But if they're winning.
Well, they were winning at like in 17 and 18. And I thought, okay, I didn't know. I just thought it was they're like a regular team. It's not. And I've met these guys. I wrote a jingle for them.
Yeah.
That's where the story came from. They had this music and I was like, it started with, and I was like, hey dudes, who made your jingle? And they're like, oh, it's just like a fair use, thing. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I sent them a new jingle.
And they use it.
Yeah, they do use it.
And I heard it, and it's great.
It is silly.
And it's the name of the podcast.
Purple Dinosaur Cast. Purple Dinosaur Podcast.
Yeah.
With Tyler and Anthony Masterson.
By Jon Snodgrass.
Yeah.
For those of you who may or may not know, Jon Snodgrass used to be what they call a punk rocker in his younger years.
I was never a punk rocker.
You were a punk rocker.
I wanted to be punk.
I mean, you played in some bands that made punk music-ish. And you played in the scene that you were in you were surrounded by the likes of, punk rock people.
Yeah.
And early Armchair Martian music is it fits no other genre. There's no other genre you could plug it into. It just falls into that punk genre.
I mean, I would love it if people put me in that. I love punk rock music, but we never fit in with punk rock people, really.
Yeah.
We were too, I don't know what we were, but we weren't punk enough, but we're also too punk for like regular people.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I'm really happy it worked out that way. I was talking to a friend of mine because I'm just like kind of getting my life together, and kind of figuring things out. If I was more popular and more people knew what I did, I would lose my marbles.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked. I'm honest, dude. I'm in the happiest place I've kind of ever been.
That's great.
I'm stoked. Can you see it?
You look happy.
I am.
I mean, but I've known you for quite some time. On the contrary
so
to
we've
our
met before?
On the contrary to our opening statement, you've always been a pretty happy fellow, at least externally presenting happiness.
I have, but
you've also been known to stress out.
Yeah, and I've learned because of my kids. I've learned my wife is great for it. Like we kind of figured out what their maladies are, right? And it's ironic when I actually talk about it too much because, when a monk goes for a vow of silence.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, I've heard of it.
Yeah, me too.
I would not do good at that.
Not me either. And I'm not saying I'm enlightened like that. I'm trying to be. I'd like to be. But at some point, I'll be more silent. I'm getting there. Talking less. No, but for real, it's like when I talk about it a lot, I'm figuring things out. And I'm not like saying I'm special. What I'm trying to say is I've realized that everybody's special. Everybody has something.
Well, it depends on the
And we figured out through my kids, and I got it figured out about me now. So I'm actually like completing things and getting things done. It's pretty awesome.
Well, perspective is everything.
Yeah.
If you're only thinking about yourself, then you only think yourself is special.
Totally.
But the more you interact with other people and the more you see everybody has this,
right.
Everybody is special to something.
Absolutely.
And everybody is special to different people.
We're all equally significant.
There are some people out there that just have more people interested in their specialness.
That's true.
Which doesn't, I don't know. I think that a lot of times the most attention doesn't gravitate towards what I personally think is the best.
No, that's true. Yeah, I'm not going to bag on anybody, but there's a lot of really.
I like to bag on a lot of things.
I know you do, but I'll tell you what, I'm at a new place now.
Hold on. We forgot to do something at the start.
What was that?
It's getting warm.
Oh. Is this going good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Far, so good. As long as the cameras are rolling.
Oh yeah, we're still rolling. I kicked down the temperature a little bit, and the fan. With all the lights, it gets warm.
Appreciate that. I like to be comfortable.
Yeah, we're gonna be comfortable. So back on this, you can turn that. There you go, bingo.
A little better. A little better mic technique going on. Okay.
So on this topic about whether or not you fall into this punk rock genre, there is some other bands that, for lack of not fitting anywhere else, end up in the punk section. Firehose, for one, for me, is a huge band that definitely is in the punk rock section. They were mostly probably mostly because A, they didn't fit nowhere else, but B, they were just on a punk rock label. Mm-hmm. And so the record store just put it in the punk section. Where else would you put it?
Oh, it has to be there.
You know what I mean? But
those guys are
but they're not like Circle Jerks and Minor Threat.
No.
They're not like Descendants or Fugazi or...
They're more like Fugazi, or Fugazi would have been more like them. You know what I mean?
But they're
Because
not...
Fugazi not like a traditional punk band either, you know?
Correct.
You know, they're more fire hosey, more Minute-Men-y.
Yeah. Love Firehose.
I do too. I'm a huge fan. I was just listening to them. I like their version of, I was just saying this, we're going to do a
Walking
gig.
the Cow.
Yeah. You knew I was going to say that,
It's
didn't you?
amazing.
It's so good.
It's Daniel Johnson.
Yeah. So I was listening to it and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, they played it in that same key that Daniel Johnson does it in. But, you know,
Boom,
Mike,
boom, boom, boom.
but Mike sings
Boom,
it like
boom,
in the
boom,
lower
boom.
register, right? And,
Try to remember.
yeah, but I want to sing like Daniel Johnson's part with him.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, I want to.
Man. The Firehose
We're
version.
going to do it in September.
The Firehose version is the first version of that song I ever heard.
I bet. Yeah.
As a kid. And that wasn't until years later that I found out who Daniel Johnson was.
And now they both make you cry.
I've heard some, I mean, his songwriting is obviously insane and genius.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the influence he's had on other musicians to take and cover his songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is sad to say, but the best versions of his songs are what he's inspired other people to cover with him. I mean, I think the Firehose version is incredible.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's a thing with cover songs. Lots of times, like I mean, some people say the cover can never be as good as the real song because that's the way it's supposed to be. But people can prefer another version. But yeah, someone has the time to like.
There's
a
plenty.
band like Firehose doing any of my songs is going to be better. You know what I mean? It's fine. They're a badass band.
Yeah.
Those guys, that is like long time inspiration to me. Like that's a big deal.
One of my, like there's a lot of time. I think a lot of times the cover version is the best version.
No, it's true.
And it just depends on obviously who's doing it. But there is I love Tom Petty. Tom Petty has a song, I Won't Back Down. You think it's like the perfect song. And then you hear Johnny Cash version and you're like, this is a Johnny Cash song. Johnny Cash just stole it. It's his now. It's his version is insane. And it's like what it was meant to be. It was what Tom Petty couldn't do with it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Johnny Cash is coming in and then that's Johnny Cash's girlfriend now. You know?
He
like,
lost it. It's gone. So did you hear about Daniel Johnson prior to that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't.
There was a record store that I would go to in Columbia, Missouri, and I think he'd performed there a lot. And this was, you know, fair, like late 80s, early 90s. Like,
well, that Flying to Flannel album came out in 89.
Mm-hmm.
But that has that cover on it.
All those songs were on, they were like these tapes. And this guy at that record store is called Salt of the Earth Records. And the guy name is on the tip of my tongue. And I'll think of it when I'm not having to think of it. He was awesome. Yeah, but he would have like stacks of those tapes. And I learned about a lot of great, you know, bands there. Like a lot of them, like Superchunk and stuff like.
Oh, yeah.
And like Uncle Tupelo would play in the store.
Oh, cool.
Like it was a lucky place to get to be a part of, you know? Yeah. But
this is in the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, I graduated high school in 1991. So
I'm older than you.
I know. Are you still older than me?
I graduated high school in 89.
That's old.
Yeah, my senior year, the album Flying the Flannel came out, and I profused that was the best album of the year.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Best album of the year.
We were just listening to that record, actually, because there's been a lot of that record, though, that was the first major label record that they did.
It was the record that everybody naysayed before they heard it.
Why do people have to do that?
They're like, "Oh, fire hoses are gone. They went mainstream." And then you hear that first, bow, bow, bow,
yeah,
the very first,
the bass?
first track, and you're just like, "What?
Take it easy, guy."
So good.
Down with the bass. It rips. That was that's a lawn mowing record for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like mowing mom's lawn.
Yeah.
That. Queen is Dead by the Smiths. That's a lawn mowing record.
Those are two very different records.
I know. I'm just stating facts, though. Stating facts. Sonic Youth's Sister. That's a lawn mowing record for me.
How long does it take you to mow the lawn?
It took a long time because
more than the album length.
Check it. No, kind of, because check it out. This is interesting that you bring it up because it has to do with how.
Did you stop at the turn as you turn around? You stop and do a little air base.
Certainly, but I wouldn't just like go back and forth like a farmer. I kind of did it sort of artistically, and I'd cut things into. It was like
autistically.
Yes, yeah, and like no one told me, back then I had problems.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. And then I like tell people now, like, hey, I think I have it, and people are like, no, duh. I'm like, sweet, that would have been cool to know. But like I said, I'm not saying that's like everyone has like this thing, and I love that I figured that out, and now I know how to handle it. It's cool. I get shit done. I'm here.
You're here.
I wasn't supposed to be here.
This is the last minute.
Yes.
Pop in.
Yes.
My buddy John here, he just texted today.
It's a secret. Hey, it's a secret that I'm here. Don't tell it.
This won't air until after the secret's out. But you just like, hey, I'm in town. I'm like, when do you land? You're like, I'm already here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna surprise Lucero and the Minnesingers at Trees tonight.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be, what? Jon Snodgrass is here?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try but I'm gonna put on a disguise. We're
gonna try on some wigs.
I mean, do you have some? Are they all comedy wigs, or do you have like?
We have some wigs.
Some like legit, like I feel like you would have that.
We got
like,
some wigs.
Like, no, I got this from my prop.
No, they are party wigs. There's one wig right there. You want to try it on real quick?
No, that's the thing. I'm going to focus on this right now. You're putting me on a thing that we call a side quest. I can't do that right now. Another thing I've learned about me is like, don't put it down, put it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, buddy. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
Can you cuss on this? Is that all right?
Yeah, for sure. We are not PG. You can say anything too. We don't give a fuck about getting demonetized on YouTube because they do that when you say things they don't like.
Like what? Let's not go there.
There's just things you can say that they don't like.
Huh. I don't even want to know.
But we're going to say whatever we want and we don't care.
Okay. All my shit's positive.
Hell yeah.
Dude, 50-50 is 100%. It's finite.
Okay, start over. You started telling me this in the car, and we're going to like start from scratch.
Sure.
The concept that 50-50 is 100%.
Yeah.
It's as good as.
So, okay, obviously, and anyone who knows me maybe like knows that like, I mean, I like to go for all.
Yeah.
Right?
But
it doesn't mean I'm not going for all. That's the 100%. Sometimes you got to be balanced and you got to sustain to be able to go for all. That's 100%. A lot of people who think that they're fucking going for it, they're only getting to 70% maybe.
But they think 70% is a loss.
They think that's 100%, but it's not.
No, I'm saying if you
I'm over here riding a bike and zipping up a zipper. You got to go back and forth, man.
But what I'm saying is you're going for 100, but you only get 70. You consider that a loss. You're saying
it's not a loss.
50%, you're a win.
Yeah, because it's 50 on the other side too. It's a very yin and yang thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like cliche and like normal things, like that people
breaking
say.
Even is a win.
Right. That I think goes in and out of people's, ears, like don't eat too much sugar and stuff. Like, I know, grandma, like you listen to what your mom and grandma said and it's going to be good. And that's one of them. Just balance your shit out. 50-50 is 100%. It's finite. Hang on, I got to sing it.
Okay.
I mean, for me to know the words. Oh, yeah. 50-50 is 100%. And it goes to this Cole Porter chord. It's finite, 51 a success. It's like a dinosaur, junior. And it goes into another thing. Oops. Hi. Do you like that?
I mean, I want to... Is this recorded?
Yeah. I mean, I got a demo of it.
Oh, well, we don't listen to it right now, but...
No.
I do want to hear it. So you
are
a songwriter, and you're a very active songwriter. You write songs just not even as a plan. You're just constantly writing songs. This is what I know about you. You just always writing songs. Sometimes you write something and you're like, this one sticks, and you kind of like take it to the next level. But a lot of times you just write a song every day and it's just like, that one's just in and out.
Oh, yeah.
we were just having a conversation about writing a great song and then not writing it down, and it went away.
There's a Willie Nelson thing where he had said like, he'd said before maybe he didn't write. I know he does. He's written so many. He has to, but in general, he would say like, yeah, I don't write it down. If it's good, I'll remember it. So like, there's some of that, but he has a different neurodivergent thing.
Yeah.
Not what I have. Right. I have to sing things into a phone, and I can pick this up and go zing, and there's just thousands of shit. It's ridiculous. They're not all good. They're all. They're all. I'm not saying I'm the best.
They can't all be good.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm the best.
50-50 is
50-50 is 100%.
Yeah.
See, you see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
Like
if you wrote 100 songs and 50 of them are good, that's great.
I agree. My photography teacher told me a long time ago, with 24 frames, his thing was like, if you got like one, you're stoked.
Yeah.
Just and that's just, firing off.
But that's
trying
with
different
real film.
apertures.
That's with real film.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of.
And it cost money back then.
There's a lot of ins and outs.
Oh shit. Right?
A lot of ins and outs.
I know John knows. He's over there nodding. Yeah. We would always, I would shoot.
Rolls and rolls and rolls.
Yeah, but I got to where I would use 400 speed film and shoot it at 100. And then, whatever. This is for that's a different podcast. That's a photography podcast. I'm not going to get into that, but I loved it. And it was a lot of work, but if you got one good thing out of it, it was
But
great.
that's what you learned. You learned that out of 24 photos, you're
Yeah.
not going to get 24 good photos.
Yeah, that might have been the beginning of my 50-50s 100%. I just kind of cranked it up.
Yeah.
Right?
So what year did you actually start your first band? You remember these details?
Yeah. Me and Little Chad, Steve Garcia. We played, I guess that would have been, remember when, I know the band U2?
Heard of them?
Yeah.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
That's not the tape we had. No, we had that tape. No, it's the other one. The one Daniel Lanois recorded it. You know that one?
I don't know it.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know who Daniel Lanois
Where
is.
the streets have no name.
I know that song.
What's the name of that record?
Don't know.
Fuck, I don't either. I think it's about when that came out, because I remember Steve's brother came home. He was like, I got the new U2 record. And I'm like, cool. It's not a great story. I'm just trying to put a date.
Yeah.
We'll look that up later. We'll Google it up.
But you were in high school.
I was in high. I was just going into high school. I think I was going into 7th grade.
Yeah.
So I may be wrong on this U2 dates and stuff. But I did start making up music when I was going into 7th grade with Little Chat. Because that was middle school. And I got, yeah.
What was the name of that band?
I think it's 85. And I got Dead Kennedys, Plastic Surgery Disasters.
Yeah.
And I got Husker Du.
Punk influence.
Flip Your Wig. And what was the name of the band? The Screaming Fetuses.
Was it really?
Yeah. And we just wrote songs about what was happening.
Oh,
And papers that we got from school, stuff that we had to there was this one song that was many types of hammers, and we have this diagram of all these ball peen hammer, claw hammer. It's so stupid. It was all stuff it's just dumb shit like that.
It seems, yeah.
There was this
you
one.
could have told me you wrote that song yesterday, and I would believe you.
Oh yeah, because it's the same kind of shit, dude. I could show you. I have 6 songs of Little Chad's that he sent me. We still do this shit.
Yeah.
And they're on my phone. And when I get home, I'll put them in a folder. And when I have a little more time, we're gonna make another one of those things.
Screaming Fetuses.
Yeah. But we had this. Then we had a band called Hotsy. Hotsy. This is a good story.
Hotsy Totsy.
Hotsy Totsy.
Okay.
Back to dealing with school and stuff. In history, the Pilgrim kind of times. You know what the pillory is?
The pillory?
The pillory? And if the stocks.
Oh, the stocks. Okay.
Yeah. But it was called the pillory. Yeah. We had a song about the dude that he was stuck in the pillory, but he sees like the town dance is happening. I mean, it's sad. It's like heartbreaking. You know, I'd like to see it at night, but I'm stuck in this goddamn pillory. You know, like, yeah, it's the most fun thing to do, and it's all I've ever done, and it's what I get to do. And I got to do it a bunch in during COVID because we didn't get to. That's where that Purple Dinosaur podcast came from, because I was just writing a bunch of jingles for people gratis, just to try and help people make it through the fucking world. And this goes back to my 50-50 thing. Hang on, follow me on this. And then people, I'm not motivated by money. You know that about me.
I do know this.
And then people are like, how do I pay you? And I'm like, well, you know that email where I said, how long do you want it to be? Like 30 seconds on? Do you want to put it on the radio? Or are you going to do that? That's my PayPal. So how about you just send me half of what you think would be a good price that would make you like, if I said this amount, you're like, wow, that's cool. Send me half of that. And it worked out really good. I got anywhere from $15 to $1,500. Money is relative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to charge, right? I love it.
It's
and
like
that, and that was the
unsolicitedly
beginning.
give people these things.
Well, I gave one to this place, Yoga Pod, because no one wanted to go do yoga with masks and shit on. But it's like, Yoga Pod will fix your body and will makes your brain feel better.
And they used it.
We hot yoga. We do the other types of yoga too. It's so stupid, but it's good. I got all the information.
You laugh. It's great.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that was just a way to kill time, and it was fun, and it made some people happy. And I think I'm gonna dump all of those on, like, back to the monetizing thing. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, but I think I'm gonna do this Patreon thing where people can contact me. For that
and get a jingle.
They can get a jingle for like the bare minimum
for whatever jingle they might want.
But no one knows all these things, and just one of these days, once I get it done, there's going to be like this thing with like 300 songs. It's a lot.
312 to just 30-second songs.
Silly, fun little songs.
Yeah. I really think you could do a really cool version of the AutoZone theme song.
Oh.
Get in the zone.
AutoZone, yeah.
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 You could do a good get in the zone. You're all about getting in the zone.
I did a good
but like when you're
I did a good
ready,
one from Motel 6.
You did?
It was like a leave the light on, and there's like 3 harmonies.
Some Tom Bodette shit.
I just wanted to send it to him, so to be honest, so maybe I could get like some kind of code that I could give to my friends who play in bands and stuff, and get like
it's already a cheap room.
I know it is, but this is the thing. 50/50 is 100%. This is how I sell my records now. When I'm in the black, I sell my shit at cost.
Well,
I'm not trying to get a medal here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's what I like to do.
But you wanted that. You'd rather have people have the record in their hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I told the people last night, I didn't, because that was last minute, and I didn't bring any merch, and people were wanting records. And I came up with a thing on the fly that I loved. I was like, you can send me an email, and I'll send you 2 records for the price of 1. But take the other record into your favorite local record store and give it to them and tell them to. It's a really weird...
Do with it as they will.
Really weird distro. You know? And the Patreon's called More Songs for Less People. And the first tier is Tears Don't Matter Much.
Oh, really?
And I say, I will record any song you want, even that Lucero song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to go see him tonight. But shh, John, don't tell him. Don't tell him we're coming. Don't tell him. I'm going to be with you.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Am I doing okay?
So far, so good. Okay. So far, so good. There's 0 parameters to follow in this interview.
Mm-hmm.
It is free form.
That's what I like. Free
form. And I mean, you're good at getting in the zone. That's what I was talking about. Like
auto zone.
But when you are gonna play a show, it's like you have a whole like game time. Get in the zone, go out on stage.
I kind of do a little bit, actually.
You do. I've been there. I've been backstage when you're like you're fucking around and you're bullshitting, you're talking with everybody, and then it's like oh man, we go on in a few minutes, and you go on the backstage, you get your guitar, you get in the zone, you start singing a little bit, and you're
Yeah.
like, and you get in the zone.
I do.
I think a lot of people do that.
I put a lot of work into making it look like I'm not working very hard. It's true.
It's true.
But I also, yeah, it's authentic though. I mean, I really do, because I used to, you always ask me to play particular songs and stuff. And in the old days, I mean, I would always do that, and I'll still do it maybe every once in a while. And it works sometimes, but sometimes if I go down that kind of road,
Yeah,
it's just
it gets sour. Yeah.
It gets shitty. There's this guy that I really respect.
Well, the last time you played over,
Was it terrible or was it good?
it was overall the show was great, but you were like, Oliver, whatever song you want to hear, and I was like, this song, and you, I can't do that one. And so then I said the next song. You tried the next song, and you like couldn't remember it, and then it was like, then you just like, I'm gonna play you this song, and then you played a great song.
Yeah,
but it's pretty funny.
So that's
I like that little breakdown of when, because Ben does it a lot too in Lucero. Like when he's at the end of the night of a late solo show, he'll like try to play a song somebody requests. He doesn't really remember it. He tries anyway. I love that shit.
I love it too. I love it too. But like in baseball, it's like 3 strikes and you're out. And every once in a while, I mean, like I just keep going till I can get one. And like it. And what I was gonna say is, there's this gentleman that I respect a lot. He's a cool dude, and I'd met him not in real life, yet, but we'd like emailed and done some stuff. And I invited him to this gig in North Carolina, and it was my 50th birthday too. And I had some friends, Corey Brandon's playing, and it turned into one of those things. And I knew he had just come from Europe, and he said he wouldn't get to hang out very long. But he left before I could get to talk to him, and I was like, "Oh shit, was it fucked?" And I go, "Was it fun?" And he's like, "I wasn't really sure what I was seeing." And I'm like, "Well, it's always different." And last night was, I gave it 100%, but it came out, sucked. Well, it didn't suck, but
it was closer to 50, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and yeah.
So it's a win.
It was a win. Yeah. That's kind of different math. But
I will say this: when you are left to your own devices, you will follow any path. Sure. Like when you're up on stage by yourself. But when you're with a band,
I'm doing better now.
When you're with a band, it's like there's a strict program to follow.
Well,
I mean, to a certain extent, because the same thing with a lot of.
I play the songs in the key that the band knows. You know what I mean? Because that is, I mean, I love playing with the band, and I love playing by myself too. Like I love both things, and playing by yourself. Yeah, you're in a different environment. Like your amps sound different in different rooms. Drums sound like every room is different and has different people in it. And when you're by yourself, it's easier for me to get the attention actually of a crowd, or communicate, sometimes, because in a strange way, I can sort of be more dynamic, even by myself. I know that sounds crazy, but.
Well, you feel the need to be dynamic because there's no other things that draw attention.
Right. Right. I like getting real quiet and really loud. And I like it when I like songs that make you laugh and then maybe kind of sad, at the right time. I did this one show. I'm sorry I'm talking about myself so much.
That's what this interview is about. This whole interview is about Jon Snodgrass.
I know, but it's kind of what I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to be. I'm not even putting my name on my records nowadays. It's fucking crazy. I'm like, this is the best time in my life. And like next year, we'll probably be talking like, remember how crazy I was then? What? And like I was that. That tea I was drinking all the time. It wasn't tea. Who knows what? No. What was I saying?
Say you play a show one time.
Oh. Yeah. And it was a new song. And this other thing I was going to play for you, like I have a more not safe for work version of it. Like I Like I like to test them out. You road test them. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
how
It's like
hard,
like a comedian.
how hardcore is this going to be? You know, like, am I really giving up like too much, or is this too much of a thing? And I could hear this like particular voice in this group of people, and they're kind of laughing in the right places and doing that. I'm like, all right, cool. And I just really leaned into this part, and I heard the same laugh. I'm like, cool. And then I heard this gasp, and I was like, yes, she's gonna cry. You know, like, cause that's sad what I just said. And I made it. Yeah, I PG'd it down on the record, but you know, yeah. I'm starting to talk about something I shouldn't talk about.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get into some Barbara Walters shit right here.
Well, I've also seen you do, like, you'll try out a brand new song.
Oh yeah.
That's arguably too brand new. You're like you were writing it in, you know, an hour ago, and you're like, and then you get halfway through, like, I don't have, that's it. That's all I got. That's what I got so far.
Yeah,
and
I do that. You know,
give somebody a sneak peek of the first verse of a song.
Yeah, and see, and I think there was a lot of that going on when that guy came to see me, and
he's like,
I'm not really sure what I'm watching here. Yeah, you got to be, yeah. I'm not always the best. It's why 50-50.
But if you are a previous Snodgrass fan, then it is the best.
Right. For that small amount of people.
And sometimes you're the kind of guy that is playing to the people who know you already.
Right.
And there's certain times when you're playing a show and nobody knows you, and you got to be somebody different.
See,
you got to be the guy you just got to play all the polished songs that you know all the ends to.
See, maybe I do better at that kind of thing now, you know, but like, no, not necessarily, you know,
Yeah.
like I was talking about, like, okay, so we were at my friend, we're Bill's birthday.
Yeah.
And who's, you know, he's a good friend of mine, and he plays music with me, and you know him, and you know, he's a hero, but he was a hero of mine before that. But then another hero friend of mine, so Greg Norton, had come over, and I was talking, his girlfriend at the time was like, I want to introduce you to my boyfriend. I turn around and it's fucking Greg Norton, who has a mustache kind of like yours. I'm like, I know who this rock and roll Raleigh Fingers dude is. Like,
yeah.
He was in my favorite band, Husker Du. And I'm like, of course I want to meet him. But then he was like, I really love your music. I'm like, holy shit, that's really cool. Because, you know, I've tried my whole life to not sound like Husker Du, you know, because it's my favorite.
Yeah.
So then, and we started talking about that, and we're talking about replacements and stuff. And I made the comment, though, I was like, you know, I love your band. I love the Replacements too. But the Replacements kind of had that thing where, like, they went out of their way to seem like they weren't trying, which I can get that, you know. And then Husker Du is a little more serious, you know, took themselves more seriously than I want to, but I maybe have at times when you get older. But then we're at Bill Stevenson's birthday party, and we're talking about it, and it just hit me, and I pointed over there, and I'm like, that dude and his bands are like that's the soundtrack to my life. You know? Like, they have the songs, like I was saying before, that can just tear your heart out, but then also, you know, make you think some fun stuff too.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking, I mean, that was one of the early bands that I got into when I was young that was, you know, in the punk rock genre, that was more than just screaming angst music. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, Husker Du, they were the band that was not just a youth screaming angst band.
Yeah.
They were like just
I thought that
serious music to me. Like, that was like,
I thought that was the first time I ever heard the term emo music.
the first time I ever heard the term emo music was Dinosaur Jr.
Makes sense. I mean, it's that kind of heavy, rad rock and roll. Is the O sticker still on the J Mascis guitar? I mean, it has to be.
I would, unless somebody took it off.
That would suck. I don't think so.
Yes, yeah. I can't tell from here.
I know.
So, you own a bar.
My wife does.
In Beautiful Colorado.
Fort Collins, Colorado.
The surf side.
Mm-hmm.
Bands play there.
Yeah.
Lots of great bands have played there.
I agree.
And you're thinking about becoming an
alpaca
owner.
barber.
So the main thing with the alpacas is you were saying you just harvest the hair.
Yeah.
It's better than sheep. What's better about an alpaca than a sheep?
I don't know. I think they're cute.
Yeah.
And they're cool looking. And when we went to visit these
You think
alpacas,
they're friendlier than sheep?
Well, the ones that we got to hang out with, check it out. I'm not kidding. Like 100 of them surrounded us.
Yeah. And you weren't scared.
No. But
And
then
they're taller than you.
But then I found out that maybe we could have been scared because sometimes they're not rad to certain people.
Yeah.
But it's just like a dog that, if you, some dogs will bark at you and you really gotta, dude, I'm cool. I promise. Just, it takes a while, but it was the most calm, but like, I don't know, like when you're in the ocean or something and it's just this power and you know that you can't control it and it's beautiful. And it was like that, like with these just animals.
You're at the mercy.
And they're just like in our face, like we were at a Fugazi show. This just fuzzy little cute face in my face.
So you have
going, repeater.
So are you putting some serious consideration into purchasing alpacas?
Yeah. I know where to get the alpacas. Now I'm just kind of looking.
You need a place to keep them.
To see where I'd like to live. Like that.
An alpaca friendly household.
Yeah.
Like you need land.
Yeah. That little festival thing.
Yeah.
It's in Ontario. And people are like, it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, it is not. It's in the middle of Buffalo, Detroit, and Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Or you can fly right to London, which is right there. But it's rad over there. And we've been watching this alpaca stories on YouTube. And there's a famous place, two of the most like well-respected, spots. One of them is 20 minutes away from where we live. We didn't know that. And the other one.
In Colorado. Alpaca place.
Is 20 minutes away from where we're going to do this little festival thing. So I need to go out there and do my due diligence anyways and like help kind of look at the space, like what you do, and like kind of, there's a spot I want to park the van. It's down by this river. It's an old mill. Dude, these trees. It's in Tilsonburg. Do you know about Tilsonburg?
No, never heard of it.
Dude.
Colorado?
No, Ontario.
Oh, Ontario. Tilsonburg.
There's a song. It's like, Tilsonburg.
Is this a song you wrote?
Tilsonburg.
Right now as we speak?
No. It's a Stompin' Tom Connor song. You know who that is, right?
I've heard of him.
He did the hockey song. You know the hockey song, John? Like the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. Like it's old timey.
Okay.
Like it's like Johnny Horton era, kind of like North to Alaska. But he's singing about hockey.
Okay.
And Tilsonburg, my back still aches when I hear that word. It's one of those types of songs. Anyway, so I hear this song and I find out that it's like a tobacco. That's where they grew tobacco and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, fertile soil. Okay. You think Canada, you think cold. But I looked at the longitudinal line. I mean, it's, it's below like Portland, Oregon and stuff. It's, I'm like, okay, cool. And we go up there and, I saw a fucking swimming pool. I'm like, oh shit, we're going to have fun here tonight. It was great. We go there and I like to book shows around baseball games. So this is the first game.
So side note.
First game of the season. Okay. Yeah. Do the side note.
Side note. Jon Snodgrass plays a lot of solo shows and he books his own tour around the country. And what he does at the opening of every baseball season, he looks at the calendar and he finds all the games that he would want to go to.
It's the Colorado Rockies games because someone needs to support them on the road.
But he wants to see them lose in more than just one place.
No!
So
it's so harsh.
He looks around and finds all the games he would want to see. And then on that same weekend, he'll book a show in Dallas because they're playing the Rangers, or book a show in Detroit because they're playing. And he'll book these shows and he'll go to baseball games and play shows.
Yeah. And do you remember, though, how great that was when I played? It was your event a couple years ago.
I didn't go to the baseball game.
I did. Well, but
it was great when you played our deal.
Whatever date it was, he's telling me the date. I'm like, hot damn. And I open up my phone. And when when the schedule comes out, right? It comes out midsummer. So midsummer, and we'll be friends forever. And I'll show this to you. And it has all the road games. It's like, and then a lot of promoters and people that I've worked with for many years, right? They know that I would like to do that then. So sometimes I love it, because sometimes if someone like, we should get Jon back here. And then normally someone
when are
will
the Rockies
like,
going to
when are the
lose?
Rockies losing to the Mariners? Oh, let's get Jon up here in September, which is what I'm doing.
How often do they win? Lately?
Oh, dude, it is so bad. I think it's like they've won 7.
9?
Oh, is it 9 now? Dude. And okay.
Out of how many?
And
it's the season's almost over.
And here's the thing, like, and because I said it earlier,
our
like,
side note's getting out of control.
Last year, I mean, I said that I am officially on the sell the team because I try to be positive.
Yeah.
The guys from this podcast, like, they told
they
me
quit doing the podcast.
They
it's
did.
So bad.
They did, but they said that I was like the chairman of positive vibes for Rocky's Twitter. The guy that did Rocky's Twitter ended up quitting because it was just so harsh. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so bad. Okay, but I wrote a song, and it's called Crunch of the Numbers. Yeah, and it's about this, but it's like, I support the lads out on the road, which was my passive-aggressive way of saying, because you got to support the troops, right?
I hear you.
But I'm not going unless it's January 6th to fucking Coors Field. You know what I mean? People are pissed. You know, like, it's bad.
Well, my question.
Hang on.
Now.
Wait.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I wanna. Oh, so I have had positive vibes about them like forever. Didn't know. Now I understand. And there's this guy, rad dude, and me and people like, I was so lucky to be in this, but no one wanted to speak for the Colorado Rockies. This is why I got to do it. But for Spin Magazine, like every year, they have like Alice Cooper, Buzz from the Melvins, and all these, you know, talking about their teams. Like hundreds of people, like one dude speaking for the Rockies, speaking for the trees over here, you know, the Lorax, right? And he sends out this email this year saying, hey guys, that was a really fun little 7 years, but you know, I'm moving on from Spin, and we're not going to do the story this year. And then I just emailed right back to him and just like, thank God, because I can't say anything this year. I mean, like last year, I finally broke down and said, I don't think Colorado should have baseball. And the Monforts.
But you're still a fan.
I'm a fan of baseball.
Of the Rockies.
Yeah. You have to be. Who?
Okay,
I mean,
hold on. Here's my question, though, because you say you have to be. My question is, I guess, a generalized sports question. You live in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
So you just automatically love the Colorado baseball team?
No, I didn't. Here's the thing. When I moved to Colorado, I came there from Missouri, and I was a Kansas City Royals fan forever.
And you abandoned the Royals.
I did not. I still like the Royals. That's the American League. This is a National League team. and whenever they started, and it was after that strike, kind of, remember, it was like 93, and it sort of came back. But I was kind of busy graduating and with life, and I wasn't able to follow baseball like I was at that time. You know, it was just the time I was just too busy. You know, I was trying to figure out, you know, I moved out of my mom's house.
Yeah.
And my glasses got broken that, you know, the last pair my mom got me. And they were these cool, like Ralph Lauren, like brown glasses. And you know about my glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I know you do. So these get made by a guy in Portland, but those old ones I had, that's why I wore those. I mean, because I got those for $3.
Yeah.
$3 a pair. The Ralph Lauren glasses were $300. I didn't know that they were $3. I called, because I was on my friend Matt Brawl's friends and family, you know, thing. I go, hey, Douglas Brawl works for U.S. Safety. And he said I could get some of your glasses at a cheap rate. Cool. I didn't know how cheap they were already, you know. And then they go, how many do you want? I'm like, I just want a pair. And they said, that'll be 3. And you know, when rich people talk about something like, how much was that? That was 3. And you're like,
$3 million?
$3,000 or 300. Like, what do you mean 3? And I'm like, okay. And I got under the impression that it was maybe $30 because I knew it was going to be a good deal.
No, 3 is not 30. 3 is either 3 or 300 or 3,000 or up.
So I'm thinking maybe at the tops I'm spending $90. And I go, all right, I'll take 3 pair. And they go, all right, you can just send us a check for $9. And I'm like, what?
A check for $9
And I
in
go,
the mail.
and then
Checks in the mail.
But then I go, I'll take 12 pair. And they go, we only have 9 left because they said it in this way. Someone from Hollywood or something came by and bought all their old stuff. So I watch movies like Green Mile and that kind of stuff. And they're wearing them. I'm like, those are my glasses.
They're wearing them.
Yeah. We didn't, Matt Brawl had a pair in like high school, and I didn't want to have them then. There were black ones, and I didn't want to be like, the people just would be like Buddy Holly guys, right? And then Milo, obviously, and we're like, I'm not trying to, cop Milo's thing, but they had this. These aren't them. These are the clear ones. The other ones, well, you've seen them. The gray ones. Yeah, the blue ones. Yeah. I loved them. Loved them a lot.
I have a pair of your...
I wrote a jingle for...
game-worn glasses.
If you have a favorite pair of glasses and you ain't even been relaxing because your local store no longer has them, I'm giving some knowledge your way. You better call Paul at the EDA. Actually, email Paul the better way. Drop my name, I said, hey, EDA, FRAMES.com. That's a jingle for the Bespoke Glasses Company, EDA Frames. You like it?
I love it.
This is the bullshit I do my whole life since 7th grade.
Bullshit.
I'm not saying I'm the best at it. I'm just saying I enjoy doing it and I get to do it still.
I mean, you're the best at being Jon Snodgrass if anybody I've ever met.
Yeah. Don't even really have to try.
Okay, so
seriously, thanks for being my friend all these years.
Hey, I love you, buddy. We're on a topic, and then we spun off on the booking bands according to the baseball schedule. But we probably spun too far to get back on that same topic. Because do you remember what it was?
Nah, but we'll always make it back.
Okay, we'll wait till it comes back around naturally.
Well, we were talking about
some show that you played and some that you were going to see the Rockies lose somewhere.
And
then
in St. Louis.
And then I said, we need to explain why you're booking shows according to baseball schedule.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Like Willie Nelson says, if the story's not good enough, you don't have to remember it. Something like that.
So you got new stuff in the works.
Oh, yeah.
With same old people or new people?
I think.
We were talking about alpacas also. We can get back on the alpacas in a little bit.
I mean, I got a bit about alpacas. Yeah. But no, this next thing, I'll tell you. So you heard the Barge at Will record.
Yes.
And those last things and those jingles, part of the thing about the jingles, I was fun and COVID, except for people getting sick and stuff. But COVID, because we weren't.
COVID was fun, except for that whole part about where everybody got sick.
It was totally fucked. But us just kind of being home and no one had anything to really do. And I got in this new machine that's like the Tascam that I always use. A lot of people have had them, little four tracks and stuff. And I got this digital one, so it was easy to send around. So I was able to make a bunch of stuff with different people. And it was super fun. But some of the jingles, so like one of them in particular was for a guy that I know is just a super fan of All and Bill and those guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll get Bill to play on this. And I sent the guy the demo. He liked the song. I'm like, cool, I'm going to make it rock now. He's like, all right, cool. Whatever you want to do. I like this. I'm like, I'll do a thing. And like, Bill just starts with like, it's fucking awesome. And songs like 1 minute long. I sent it to him. And like a minute and 1 second later, he's like, hey, is that? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
That's pretty cool.
Good luck with your business. And it was the fucking best. Yeah, which I don't know. I kind of keep talking about it, but yeah, just going back to that, like that's just the best, right? It's the idea of just doing things and not thinking you're gonna get something out of it, and you just do the same work, and I love it.
Well, on the way here,
so much.
I got another thing on the way here. Oh, go ahead.
But so me and Bill did a bunch of shit, and he loves playing bass. He's a dude, and but Miles plays with us. Like we'll play like one or to 3 shows, or we would do more, but with our schedules, I try to find that's in Tilsonburg, like that's the one show that we'll play, but Miles plays with us, which is his son. And it's the best. So playing with Bill and his son.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I think these new songs, I have like, I don't want to finish songs anymore. Like, there needs to be purpose to all of them. I'll still make up, silly stuff and do fun stuff. But if someone's going to be on records, I kind of have always done it, but more so now. And I have like,
you wait to finish it till you're in the process with everybody in the recording.
Yeah, or just to finish something that I think is great. And do you do like the show notes? And there's like you can put a link in there. I did a story that got published about, they're asking me how I wrote songs, and there's like kind of 5 ways, and one is like one that actually took the time and sat down and worked on. One was written in a day, and the time it takes to play the song, and then there's songs that I kind of maybe overworked and kind of fucked up, and then anyways, and they're all in there, and I think it's cool. Yeah, I don't want to overdo things, and I have about 6 that I think I've done the right amount to, that are on deck, and I'm excited.
Well, good.
Yeah, but I want to have Miles play the bass. That's the thing.
Well, that's cool.
Miles is badass.
How old is Miles?
He's probably 23 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I held him as a baby. He was one of the first babies I ever held, and now he's a buddy.
Wild.
So good.
Wild.
It is wild. I made him a sock monkey.
A sock buddy?
Monkey.
A sock monkey.
I made like 3 sock monkeys for people, for my friends' kids when they first had kids. And I stopped after that because I'll tell you what.
Had to stop making sock monkeys.
It's not really in my skill set. The first one is kind of normal looking. I mean, he's kind of fucked up. This is the one for Miles, is like kind of a jazz monkey, because his name was Miles, and it's these striped socks. It's really jazzy looking. And there's not like a consistency to them. They're not like, they wouldn't be in a store.
Stick to the alpaca farmers.
I think I can do that because,
Yeah.
Okay, so in stages, that's why. Like, I didn't do the stages right with the sock monkey stuff. I think I could do sock monkeys now. I could crank those things up.
If you went back in with a plan,
fresh
with the plan, now that you've seen the finished product before, you can find your mistakes along the way, and you could make a quality sock monkey now.
Well, here's the thing with math and stuff. I don't like it, and when I learned how to round, that was great.
Oh yeah, because it's ish.
Yeah, it's not great in construction.
How much?
Really,
it's like, how much is it? It's this much ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you round everything in other people's favor, then you're never going to have a problem with anybody.
There you go.
That's the thing.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way over here,
yeah,
we were just talking about bullshit and kind of had the conversation about songs that I asked you to play before or whatever, and you're like, oh man, that one song, and you're like, man, I don't really even remember it. So we did play the song, and you were like, man, this song's good. And you kind of like hadn't listened. Obviously, then we cranked it up and jammed it or whatever. And how long do you go without listening to a record and then forget how good a song is? Because a song is fucking great. It's a great fucking song.
Yeah,
and it's funny to see you look in it and go like, oh, that's a good line.
Yeah, I was proud of that song when I wrote it. But I totally forgotten about it. I wouldn't. I literally said, "How does it go?"
Yeah,
and then you played it. I mean, I just spent, just hum it to me a little bit.
Yeah,
like let me think how it went. But yeah, I forgot about that.
And you're like, "Ooh, I should bring this song back." And you should.
I will. There's little. I think it's funny though that I referenced that in that song I wrote for our friend Michael Dameron. I wrote this song, our good friend Michael Dean Dameron, from a band called I Can Lick Any Son of a Bitch in the House. One of the best humans. I mean, like, how we were talking about being lucky to live in the time of Willie Nelson. I mean, Michael Dean Dameron is as important to me as Willie Nelson. I mean, the enlightening things that he said, and that's like, he's amazing. And I wrote the song for him because, I mean, it's sad, but like, he thought he had maybe like months and he had days, but I got the song done quickly. And that has to do with, there was purpose for that. But his name is Michael Dean Dameron. And I said, I'm going to name my next dog after you, and cat too. And the song is called Mike and Dean. So it's about the two animals that I'm going to.
What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Legacy Ink, the finest in tattoo pigments. I've been using this ink exclusively for over 20 years myself. It has been recently rebranded and marketed, but it has been the same recipe for decades. Real, hand-mixed tattoo pigments that heal great and last. People always comment on the yellow that I use and the yellow tattooed on me, my favorite, the Mayan yellow. I have seen countless 20-plus-year-old tattoos with the colors still vivid. Don't duck around with all these newfangled companies with their watered-down baloney. Get the tried, true, and tested good shit. You can find them on Instagram at Legacy Pigments or email Ashley today to place an order at legacyartsupplies@gmail.com. Tell them Oliver sent you and receive a special discount. Don't just do tattoos. Be part of a legacy. And then you talk about soccer song.
Well, yeah, I say, Damara, Michael Dean Damara, sing it out like a soccer song. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gonna name my next dog after you. Get a cat and raise alpaca too. Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot. Anyways, we'll play the song at the end of the show.
Okay, cool.
How's that?
Perfect.
Would that be cool?
That'd be great.
Because we still, it was a thing that was said. He heard it and liked it, I'm told, and it made him smile and cry in the right way at the right time, I think. But all the money goes straight into his thing. And yeah, I think he probably left his family with some debt, which is a sad thing. But like, if anyone who knows him knows that it's sweet and you love him, and it's going to be all right. Everything will be cool. He was pretty great. I can't believe you haven't heard him. He has that band, Fuck Fred Phelps and the Westboro Baptist Church. He's that guy. He's like a speaker for
the opposition.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great.
Well, cool.
Yeah, he's good.
Well, the soccer song is on the album.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the album called Who Wants to Play Bass? And for years, I had that album downloaded onto a hard drive and put onto my iPod.
Mm-hmm.
Because my CD got fucked up, but back in the whatever years, everybody's burning their CDs and putting them onto your iPod. But so I had that, and then I lost a CD, and then I hit you up. It's like, hey, I don't have this. The iPod broke and the hard drive's gone. I'm like, I was hitting you up. So you emailed me the files, and for a year I was like, when are you going to put this? It's not on Spotify until recently. It just recently got put on Spotify. But one of the favorite things, and so y'all can listen to this album, Who Wants to Play Bass. It's great. It's one of my favorite, absolutely one of my top favorite albums of all time. But
It's too long.
Oh, no, it's not too long. One of the things I love about the album the most is on the CD, there's 12 songs,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a 13th track.
Oh, yeah.
And the 13th track is all 12 songs acoustic.
Yeah.
And on Spotify now, the 13th track isn't on Spotify.
I know they wouldn't let me do it because they didn't understand what it was, and
They didn't get it.
there's a company, and I'll speak kindly for them because they are helpful. It's called TuneCore, and they do like this isn't a paid ad. But I'm saying, people like to argue about shit all the time, and all kinds of businesses fuck up. And every time I put like something up for them, there's always a problem. But we always work it out pretty quick. And then that was brought up to me, and I knew I could explain it and work it out. But I was also like, you know what? The people that have the CD, I'll just be for them then. That's cool. Right?
Well,
Not everything has to be out there in the world.
I now have the 13th track saved on my whatever the fuck it's.
Oh, cool.
On the ethos.
Is it any good? It's good?
13th track?
Yeah.
It's my favorite song.
Oh, cool.
That 13th track is my favorite song. It's the best. It's
Well-
all 12 songs.
Well, those are the actual demos
Yeah.
that I gave to the band.
So the title, Who Wants to Play Bass, was that something to do with trying to find somebody to play bass? Or does that just happen to just be a...
We just always had different bass players. And, being in bands and stuff and traveling like we do, it's just not for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's all.
People quit.
Yeah. And I would way rather someone not want to do it and be unhappy,
Yeah.
I've been in some situations where maybe people in the band like stayed too long, and I wish I knew more back then, and I would have
that usually
talked to
happens.
them in like a better way,
That usually happens when a band gets a lot of popularity and there's demand for them to play, and people that would choose to do something else, but they're forced to keep being in the band because of the money's coming in.
Right.
Luckily for you,
and it's someone else's.
that is not the case. You do it out of love.
I do.
For eternity.
I do. Yeah. It's my favorite thing. I think Paul Westerberg said once in an interview, he said something like, people only go on tour either to party and get loaded or for like attention, like just their ego, or to meet girls. Maybe there was something else.
Money's got to be somewhere in
Oh,
there.
money was in there. Yeah, I know money was in there.
Money was in there.
But I remember though, like I kind of didn't really identify with any of those things.
Yeah.
It's fucking rad. I mean, I walked in here with my guitar and my little amp and like, I don't know, maybe someone in here wants to play some music. Like it's just fun. It's my favorite thing to do. And I don't call it my job. It's just the life that I have. And I'm really lucky to get to live it,
But you do have to make a living.
I do.
And so far you've been doing it.
I do. Yeah, it's fine. I think when I was in, I've told a lot of people this story, and it's not a long story. It's just a comment because it was helpful to me. And I couldn't believe I heard it when I was in second grade. But my second grade teacher, Molly Kelly, told me all kinds of great shit.
I do not remember any of my second grade teachers' names.
She made a comment, and this has to do with like money and stuff. And she was like, money is relative, and everyone lives to their means, and most people live to their means, and they leverage themselves more than they should. I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah. So if you ever like kind of are happy with what you got going on and you make some more, like, don't be crazy with it. I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, we
so
live.
I'm thrifty. I have a fun life, but like
But we live through our generation is the generation that started living beyond their means. Like with the invention, with the credit cards and before people before us, the only thing they owed money on was their house or their car. That's it. Nothing else.
First credit card that we got, it was because we got this dog, Carlos, who I loved. And this was me though being impulsive, because I can be impulsive sometimes. We going in to get a dog. This is the first dog I see. Because when you do this move and you like make your teeth, right? Carlos had that happening. You've seen a picture of him.
Oh, yeah.
And his teeth come out. And that's what I saw, his face. I'm like, that's the dog.
First dog you saw.
Yeah, we got to get that dog.
Could have been any dog. First dog you saw.
But we brought our other dog, Pants, because Pants didn't really like every other dog, right? So Pants met Carlos, and Carlos was chill. Pants loved Carlos, okay? It was great. I'm like, this is perfect. It's the first dog I saw. And Emma was like, okay. I mean, I don't know. Could we look at other ones? Like, so we got Carlos.
Don't even look at the other ones.
That night, we're like, where is Carlos? And Carlos had gone into like our closet to like die. Carlos was sick.
No way.
That's why he was so chill.
Oh, no.
So the first credit card we get, Carlos is like a $5,000 dog.
Oh, man.
And then Carlos wakes up and he's a dick to everybody.
Oh, after he saved his life?
Pants didn't like Carlos at all. Like, I love Carlos, but Carlos's nickname was Monkey because he's like the monkey in our gang.
So what did he have?
Swinging
what did
from
he
the
have?
lights.
Parvo or something?
I don't know. I don't remember. He's some kind of I don't know. They said some kind of kennel sickness. He had bullets in him. He'd been like shot.
Oh, and you saved his life.
Yeah, I loved Carlos. I mean, Carlos was great. He's just one of those dogs that, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I mean, we chilled him out. He didn't fully learn the trick, but he got chill.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But like friends wouldn't come over to my house anymore.
You went to get a free dog. You got a $5,000 dog.
As a $5,000 dog, commitment is so gnarly. I mean, it's $5,000's a lot of money, you know. And but at that time in my life too, that was life changing.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm in trouble. You know?
Life saving amount of money.
Life saving, and it's fine. It's fine. I love
Yeah.
Carlos. But here's the thing: we never knew how old Carlos was. We thought he was maybe 3.
Yeah, he was 17 years old.
I don't know if he was, but like, it's not true. But I would say like when he passed away, I was like 22-year-old dog. But I really think he was probably 17 or 18.
Old, yeah.
He was fucking really old.
How long did you have him?
Really long.
Okay.
Seemed like several decades.
More than 5 years.
Oh yeah.
So only less than $1,000 a year.
Like 15 years, 17 maybe. Like
Oh,
a long time.
That's $300 a year, no problem.
No, it's fine. It was worth it.
Yeah.
But we were talking about though being in debt and or having credit cards, and the reason why I finally got one was because again, I'm not looking for a medal, but that was the reason.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
Oh, you'd have.
But we only
you'd
knew
have
him.
a whole chest full of medals.
We only knew him for a day, and he came out like a real asshole.
Oh man.
He was fucking crazy.
Yeah, my best friend. Jeff,
Love him.
My best friend Jeff Milburn. He loves dogs, and he will. We recently had a situation with our dog Ricardo. And it was pretty hectic, and I was out of town, and Audra was dealing with some pretty high vet bills.
Oh boy.
And my buddy Jeff Milburn just gave her his credit card and was like, whatever it takes.
Wow.
Whatever it takes. It doesn't matter. Because he loves dogs, and
That's a good dude.
he loves Ricardo especially, but he loves any dog. But yeah, he's done incredible things. Like he's found a dog that was hit by a car on the side of the road, and he was like, if anybody will take this dog and give it home, because he already had dogs and couldn't take another dog. He's like, if anybody will take this dog and give it home, I will pay everything. I'll pay all the vet bills. I'll buy you a year's worth of dog food. I will do everything and save the dog's life. It was incredible. So he should get a medal too. You and him, y'all would have chests full of medals.
I don't need no stinking patches. Like for reals, like that's the other part of it, like legacy and that kind of stuff. Dude.
The people that think about
when you let that
acquiring large amounts of money, I'm just like, it's all going to be gone.
Yeah.
Money has one purpose, and that's spending it.
Yeah.
If I had less money, I would spend less. If I had more money, I would spend more. That's just what I'm going to do with it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the more that I have let go of that, and I don't even care. I work with the same people all the time. It's always a pretty similar thing. And when something goes twice as good, then I kind of know it too. And no one really rips me off. And if they do, then maybe they needed to, I guess, whatever. But the least amount that I care about it, the better it goes. And
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I mean, that's just like a thing, you know, like you got to kind of jump off the ledge. But like, yeah, just let go of that stuff. It's so fucking awesome. I'm happy.
That's good.
I really am. And I get to play. Okay, I didn't tell you about this, but yeah, in September, so me and Craig, we're talking about Husker Du.
Yeah.
When we were in Minneapolis, I think it was a year or so ago though, and we played this gig, and then our friend Nato.
When you say we played this gig, you played solo, you played with the band, you played what happened?
My band played, and
his band played.
No,
or
he came to see us play.
Okay,
but then our friend Nato.
So we, as in we, is not you and Greg.
No, it was me and I'm sorry.
Okay,
it was me and the Man Cats, who I call Man Cats.
Okay,
and these dudes know how to play the drummer David. And then Jeremy Burgo, and they're in a band called Rat Owl, but I call them Man Cats because I met them. Because I met them in Mankato. I call them Man Cats, and I think it's funny.
It is funny.
The baseball thing, like I have a thing where there's one version of it that you know, like a baseball, like a sash, you know, kind of like artwork kind of thing. It's got this fucking the Wolfie dude, and it just says Man Cats. Anyway, that's a side thing. But
so you and the Man Cats played.
They're badass, and they know how to play that really specific stuff that like Bill plays. Like it sounds like the CD. Yeah. Like it's great. And then the only reason why we don't sound awesome like all the time. It's because, I'm the way I am, and I'm doing the best I can. Sometimes it's weird, right? Okay. So we're playing the show, and then our friend Nato's playing, and they go into just a bunch of like fun, like cover songs and stuff. And Greg was there. So they're like being cheeky, like, all right, let's do Makes No Sense at All by Husker Du. And Greg was just being funny. And he said to our friend Chrissy, he just goes, that's not how it goes. And they're like, seriously, would you come and play with us? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, and John's going to sing. I'm like, okay. And I was stoked. And Nato, I think I saw his face. I don't think he was stoked because he wanted to sing it. And I get it, but I wanted to sing it too. So I was going to be maybe a little selfish and do it.
Yeah.
And we did it. And then months later, he's like, dude, I'm coming to Denver. And you're playing a solo gig? I mean, we just find a drummer. Can we play some songs? I go, let's just surprise everyone and do a bunch of Husker Du songs. And he goes, okay. So we did that. And it was a secret. And it was fun as shit.
Yeah.
Then we did it again in Portland because we were both going to be in the same place. And it was my friend Omai's birthday. And Descendants were playing and Dillinger 4. And then we played this after show that was kind of supposed to be a secret, but it was not a secret for long. And it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So
nothing better.
So you wanted to do
nothing
that.
better than a secret show that the secret gets out.
Right.
I love that.
But the thing that was funny is that we ate all these mushrooms and we walked there. It was only a mile away. And so Stefan and Carl and all those guys came and we had guest singers, right? And they're like, we'll try and be there on time. I'm like, all right, cool. And we got stuck by a train. We were the last people there. Just high as shit. It was great. Okay. So, but he kind of wanted to do more. And I was like, oh my God. I don't know. I mean, like, is that a bummer? Would like Bob Mould like be bummed about that? I mean, it wouldn't be. We won't call it Husker Du. And then I kind of came up with an idea, or I had a thought.
Husker don't.
No, that's a good idea. But like the Descendants will play like at our place.
Yeah.
Like when Milo is gone. Well, he didn't live there, but if they're going to practice for something, and then we'll have like a bunch of people come and sing like live karaoke with those dudes, and it's just super fun. And I was like, you know what? If I get to do this with the dude from Husker Du,
yeah,
I don't want to. I'm not going to hang on that to all by myself. So I asked cool people that I know how to sing in all these towns because I'm lucky. All I ever wanted to be was like a local band everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it's like that. So like in Chicago, I mean, like
America's most local band.
Larry from Peg Boy came and sang, and Little Dave from the Arrivals, Miguel from Arms. You know, like it was awesome. And in Minneapolis, even more. Like it was great. It's awesome. So it's like a community thing. It's like,
where is Bob?
It's like when we were kids. And I'd asked some people in his sound guy came down and sang with us in Chicago, right? And he knows all about it. And he said he heard that it was really cool. No, it's good. I was a little worried like for a while. Well, just didn't want to be lame, but no, there's nothing to be worried. It's cool because it's a good thing. It's a community. I'll show you a picture. When we did New Day Rising, like my set list, and we had these guest guitar players, and I had all the names down, and then it just says NDR after everybody. And there's like 5 different people, and there were 5 guitar amps up there. But it's obvious, like, well, what is John and Christy Costello, and then Katie, who's our other friend, playing guitar, like there's not enough amps and stuff for them. And then at the bottom, it just says RE, like regarding NDR, see you in the pit. Cause like everybody was on stage, and I ended up hanging on to my guitar but the idea was like, we're just gone, even Greg, like other people are playing, and like, you'll see it. It's like the inmates are running the asylum. It's fucking badass. No, dude, wait, hang on. Let me just show you this. Cause I think it is on, I accepted a collaboration.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Collab post.
Dude. Look at that.
Oh,
look at that guy in the middle. Holy man. Right? Yeah.
Well, that looks.
You get it.
I mean,
so that was
somebody.
So that was at Palmer's
is having
Bar.
fun in this photo here.
Everybody is.
That's what I'm saying.
That's an outdoor show, and it was raining. And it was
And
like
nobody cared.
And it was like 50. Yeah, no one cares. It's sold out. It's packed. People just flying through the air like an Arsenio Hall show. Remember
Wait,
that
wait,
bit?
people fly through the air to Arsenio Hall?
There was like an old comedy show. You know what I'm talking about? And they were just kind of doing like a bit on Arsenio because just people would just get so stoked. They're like, yeah. And the dog pound. They're like, whoa. And like, and there was a thing, and they do the thing, but then there was just one, and you just see a dude. It was like a doll or something, but they just threw it. And it was just like a guy goes flying through the air.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
This.
Oh, it's funny. We'll find it.
Okay.
Someone is watching the show and they're gonna Google it up and they'll put it in the comments below, probably or something.
Yeah. Well, as far as anything you want to tag at the end of this, we'll link everybody to it.
I'd like people to know about that festival outside of Detroit,
and that's
Buffalo.
In September.
No, that's in July. It's
that's coming up quick.
It's 11, 12, and 13. Yeah.
Ooh,
it's
you know
fun.
what? Hey.
Because
it's July 13th.
I did the math on that, right? And the ticket prices, I mean, they are very reasonable. And it's exactly though what I think.
What you did the math versus how much the ticket is versus how many bands are playing?
And what we're paying them.
It's like $12, 12 cents a band.
No, they're getting paid pretty good.
No, I thought you meant like how much it costs the ticket goer.
Like half the tickets. And I think that means we're about halfway recouped.
50-50 is 100%, bud.
Yeah. It's not though. But I already figured it out. I know how to. I don't need to be paid to do it. You know.
Well, what's the name of this festival?
It's called Buddies Fest.
Buddies Fest. Buddies or buddy?
Buddies.
Like plural or possessive?
Oh no, plural.
Okay, plural.
Yeah, not buddies. It's not Buddies Fest. It's Buddies Fest. Because
it's not Buddies Fest, it's Buddies Fest.
Well, that's like, that Drag the River record. Because Drag the River's playing.
What's the lineup of Drag the River?
It's just going to be me and Chad.
So just two people.
Mm-hmm.
No drummer.
No, we're not doing any of that.
Okay. So technically still Drag the River.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chad, by the way, is
his new band's playing. His new band's awesome.
Chad Price, former one of the many singers of the band All.
Mm-hmm. My homeboy.
Yeah. Is in a band with John here called Jag the River.
Mm-hmm.
Great band.
You should come.
July.
You can tattoo people.
July in
Tillsonburg, Ontario.
Tillsonburg. That's technically Canada.
Yeah.
They won't let me in.
Oh.
I'm screwed.
You could come to Buffalo the Wednesday before because we're going to do a practice show. And it's like there's a secret thing that's going to happen.
It's not secret anymore.
I know. No, but a bunch of the bands will be there. And I'm picking up like certain people
that's cool.
To go to the airport because that's the way to do it. So, yeah, there's going to be some stuff that isn't on the flyer that's going to happen like the way we do it. It's going to be badass. And you're going to like lie and say that you were there one day. Not you, but you know how people are. You know, I saw that. And like, no, you didn't. Because nobody was there.
Like they say like all the if half the people that said they were at Woodstock were really at Woodstock. Yeah.
Right. There was a thing about like when Nirvana played at the Outhouse in Lawrence, Kansas. And that was when Bleach had come out. And they opened for this band called 24/7 Spies. Mm-hmm. They're like a funk kind of band, like a Fishbone kind of funk band. And I would just go to all the shows at like the Outhouse. And I saw like Nirvana and then this funk kind of band. And I'm just thinking like, oh boy, what's this like here? But, I mean, it'll be fine, but it's probably some slow reggae, like they're in Nirvana.
Yeah.
Which that's cool. It was not that at all. It was gnarly. But yeah, everybody in Kansas City said that they were there. But that place holds
300 people.
Maybe. Yeah. They sold 1,000 tickets to Bad Brains, and there were people ripped the ceiling off, looking through the top of the roof.
Yeah.
It was gnarly.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Brains. I love Bad Brains.
I do too. That was a killer show.
So what year did you and Chad start this Drag the River band?
It was whenever the Descendants moved to Fort Collins, which I think is 1995.
95. So a lot of people know about this modern day old punk rock guys playing country-ish music.
Mm-hmm.
Drag the River was at the forefront of that kind of wave.
Yeah, but everything is in circles and stuff, and X did it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Uncle Tupelo did it.
Uncle Tupelo. But that's, I mean, the same vein as like Lucero, you know, old, like guys that used to be punk or.
I remember when I saw Lucero the first time because my wife lived down in Memphis and we went to go see John C's band. That's what I just knew that they were called. And we went to the Young Avenue Deli and they started playing and I was just like, this is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh shit.
Well, the first time I ever met you was Ben Nichols brought me to the.
That's right.
To the Whitewater Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And you were playing and it was incredible.
Was that a Drag the River show?
I think it was just you.
Huh. Yeah, I remember that night. Oh, it was me and Corey Brannon.
But separate times.
Okay.
Like you played,
because
and
you
he
came
played.
to like Denton.
Oh yeah, that was later though.
Wasn't that just like the next day?
It might have been because that Denton tour was a Drag the River tour.
Oh, okay.
With you and Chad.
All right.
Like that was like full on Drag the River show.
I just remember those first times and you would just show up again and you'd be on the motorcycle. And I was just like, fuck.
And I would just yell.
It was far.
I would just yell, soccer song.
Yeah.
Soccer song.
And I probably played it back then.
You early in the times you did. Later in the times you would try to play it and say you don't remember. You would always say, oh, that song's too hard to play. I was like, well, then why'd you write it so hard?
It's not hard to play.
You said it's hard to play, quote, Jon Snodgrass.
It's hard to remember because I did, like, that's one that I didn't fuck up. And I put a lot of thought into that. And it sounds pretentious.
It's longer than most of your songs.
Yeah, but it's a composition and there's like kind of subtle key changes and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like a Steely Dan song.
You got to bring it back.
I will. I was just there trying to figure it out.
Put it in the rotation.
And there was some kind of a trick I was doing at the time. I'm sure it's the same thing with you, right? When you do it, like there's like an era where you're like, oh, that was back when I was doing that.
Yeah, when I was doing this style.
When I was doing that. Yeah, it's the same thing, you know? But I do like that song. I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to play it in Tilson.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not kidding. No, because I'm not even kidding because Bill helped record that particular song. And I remember him saying something in his way. I got positive feedback on it, you know, which is cool because, you know, he only gives it whenever, you know, right?
Well, you've wiggled your way into working with a lot of, like you said, your heroes, which is pretty cool.
Wiggled?
Yeah, you're a young kid playing music, and now you're playing with people that you looked up to and admired, and that's a fucking badass thing.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's weird. I mean, it's not. It is when I think about it, like more, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, it's the same thing. It's just your friends, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
so what you're saying is
the people I want to hang out with that I like to hang out with, you know. It's a good hang. Hanging out with Bill Stevenson, you always leave with some awesome nugget of something. Like anything that comes up, like he's a pretty amazing dude.
I mean, he's a lot of people's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing something right.
Yeah. Well, he's honest. He's smart. He's good looking. He's a hell of a drummer.
A hell of a fucking drummer.
But he might be a better bass player. So my mom, when I made that record.
So you think he's a better bass player than he is a drummer?
Well, here's the thing. She was like, oh, you're stoked that you're making a record with him. You've always liked him when you were young. I'm like, I did. And you liked his bands and stuff. She just knows. You know? And I'm like, yeah. I go, it's kind of like if I was like able to make a record with like Paul McCartney. But the difference is Paul McCartney can't play the drums like Bill Stevenson. And then I let a beat go and I'm like, and then I go, or the bass. And then you swallow. Bill wouldn't agree with that, but I don't know, dude.
Is he a Beatles fan?
Of course. Who isn't?
I mean, there are.
Oh, you.
There are people.
Who is it? Me.
No, I'm the hugest
Really?
Beatles fan.
You don't like the Beatles?
I'm the hugest Beatles fan.
So you're a Stones guy. And are you a Ramones or a Motorhead guy? Both. Well, of course, we all are. But like,
I'm a huge Beatles fan.
I am too.
But I'm also a huge Rolling Stones fan.
Yeah. Well, I like Husker Du and the Replacements too.
I like Husker Du better.
I do too.
There you go. I'm gonna pee.
And that's the end.
You need a pee?
Sure. I love going pee.
Pee break. All right, we are back from pee break. Thanks for waiting, Court. Appreciate you.
I got to tell you, I'm pretty stoked when I remember to pee. You know?
All right, yeah. Well, remember to pee. What do you mean? Sometimes you forget?
This is actually true. And this isn't where I was going with this. No, seriously. With my thing, with ideas and stuff like, yeah, there's times like I get out of bed, I'm stoked, I sit down, start working on something, and I haven't, and like my kids will come home
anxious.
from school, and I'm just like crazy, and I'm like half dressed, and I haven't eaten, I haven't peed,
but if
I'm
you
I'm so thirsty.
But if
they're
you
like, what have you been doing all day? I'm like,
just, yeah.
Michael Dean Dameron, you know, I'm
There
writing
you
a
go.
song, alpaca sounds, you know, just dumb shit.
Well, one of the things we're doing is we're making a What in the Duck playlist, just songs that we put on a playlist, and after today, we're gonna have to add the soccer song to the playlist.
Okay.
And we're also gonna have to add a Husker Du song.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
I love Husker Du.
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about it, so it's like,
Oh, rad.
so it's kind of
We could put the soccer song on there.
oh, definitely.
What about Slugs? Do you know Slugs?
I mean, we could put
That's the one I
songs
wrote on Mike's. On Mike's, that's the one I was telling you about.
We could put as many songs as we want on the pod list. It's unlimited.
How big is it now?
I'm not sure.
Can you get me up closer to the top? Or is it in? I don't care.
It just is added to the playlist.
I'm like going. I've been talking like all day. Like I got no ego. I don't give a shit, man.
Can I make myself?
Can I be number one?
Yeah, we're just whatever. Obviously when you have like I have someone on here. I have been on here, and some people are stoked because they're Lucero fans.
Totally.
And then other people learn about Lucero. So.
Right.
Obviously, I talk about Lucero quite a bit. It is one of my favorite bands. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are commenting and messaging about, man, being so stoked that they just got introduced to Lucero.
Right.
And, I tell people whenever they hear about a new band, or I always say, listen to their first album.
Sure.
Don't just listen to their latest single.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really give you you don't really learn much about a band by just listening to their whatever right today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to listen to
No, I agree. I always have to start with the first thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a new TV show. Even if it's not a story that has like have a thread that goes through that you have to follow. Even if it's like I'm going to start watching Married with Children, I have to see the first episode.
You should.
You can't just jump in there. and my kids are like it bothers Hopper, my son Hopper. Oh my God. Can I tell you something funny about Hopper?
Yeah.
So
how old's this kid?
He's going to be 11 now. And he is like Tanner Boyle from the Bad News Bears.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's on the right side of, stuff. Like he's a good dude, but I mean, he'll call you out on stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so knowing that,
he's an instigator.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take that. Say he heard you use the word instigator or just something, and then if he hears me, I just do this to wind him up to see if he still does it, and he'll hear this someday, and I'll stop doing it. but I go, oh yeah, the instigator. When I was growing up, and you'll hear him in another room, he's like, no one fucking called you that. No one called you the instigator. It's just a bullshit thing I've always said. You know, like, hey, you want some carrots? When I was young, they called me the old carrot man. And just stupid stuff. No one called you that. And it's just this little kid. He was like 7. He's like, fucking no. His mouth is the worst.
I love that.
I mean, I think this other parents, they think we're probably the worst.
He calls it like he sees it.
Yeah. Our oldest
Nobody called you the carrot man.
is like late to school every day.
Who is?
Our oldest, yeah. And,
I was late.
Yeah, I was too. And
if I showed up.
And I know what their thing is. And then I made a comment. I was talking to them, and I'm like, yeah, but you hate your first class probably, right? And they're like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, obvious. So
yeah,
that makes sense. And I was like, you guys need to put them in a class because what they did for me is they made me, I had to work in the office, right? But dude, they had me work in the office like after lunch. I just got there by lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
school was bogus. I was not interested.
So your kids hate school?
One of them does.
But you have a kid that likes school.
It's okay with school.
Okay.
But likes to go there and do like kind of the sports stuff and hang out with the lads. You know?
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
My little brother loved school, and I could not relate.
No, me too.
I hated school.
I like learning things and knowing stuff.
I would do anything.
That's just not the way I was programmed.
I would do anything to get. I would skip and quit and leave and hide and do anything I could to not go to school.
I can't. Well, what I've learned is that I can't work regular jobs, and so I say like I can't work for anyone.
You're incapable.
But I will work with everyone. Is the thing I like to say.
Yeah. And
the two best jobs I've ever had, one of them, I'm going to tell this story because it's a good way to think of stuff because it's kind of 50-50s, 100%. Check it out. My favorite job, I was washing dishes at the college, which was just down the street from where I lived, right? And the chef got, like he ran the whole kitchen. And he's like, I'm going to be the best boss you've ever had. I'm like, okay, cool. He liked Husker Du, like we talk about music and stuff. And he's like, I'm the best job you'll ever have. So we're going to pay you for 8 hours. This job needs to be get done. Like, don't fuck me, but like, if you can get it done in half that time, you're still getting paid 8 hours. So I'm like, hot damn. I mean, I got that down to like 2:47 and I did a good job at it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't come in at like 8 in the morning.
But they need the job done.
I got it done.
And the job pays this much.
Yeah.
It's much like being a mechanic.
Yeah, just get it done.
Because that's how, if you're a mechanic and the car needs a transmission rebuild, you look in the book and it pays 8 hours to rebuild that transmission.
Oh, is that how they do it?
And it's so do a brake job on a 97 Ford Taurus, blah, 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 pays 3 hours. So whenever you get a job, the better mechanic you are, the quicker you can get it done. The job pays 8 hours, or the job pays 12 hours.
Cool.
Regardless of how long it takes you. If it takes you 20 hours, you're screwed. If it takes you 8 hours, you're great. You know what I mean? So that's the incentive to work harder, and the incentive to do better, and the incentive to be prompt is you're getting paid what the job is worth, no matter how long it takes you. So this guy knew that mentality.
Yeah, I like
and he's like, I need somebody to come in here and kick ass and do this job.
Yeah.
And I'd pay somebody else who's a slacker $8 an hour for 8 hours, or I can pay someone who's a go-getter the same amount of money he can do in half the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a smart.
Come in and we listen to Land Speed Record.
Yeah.
You get it done.
And really, if the job gets done, the company pays a fair amount for it. Bingo, bingo.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fair. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, you could have taken 8 hours to do it. You could have slacked around and fucked off and stood around and did it slow.
Yeah, but no. When you do it faster, it's done quicker.
Yeah. Where was this job at?
This was in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
CSU. It was great.
In like the cafeteria?
Yeah.
There you go.
It was awesome. I got to eat there for free. It was a great job.
You learned valuable life lessons.
And there was this, oh man. There was this one day, our friend Ted, like he cooked there. And I mean, he's Brad.
Hang on, Ted?
Hang on, Ted.
That Ted?
That Ted.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a Armchair Martian reference.
Yeah, Hang on, Ted. We were going to the first Warp Tour. Before it was the Vans Warp Tour. It was the first stop. It was in Boulder.
Yeah.
And that's where I met O for the first time. And we were driving. See, I liked the way the photo was on the cover, but there was this like power line like going through it, which I loved. But the guy who ran the label hated it, and he wanted to edit that out. So he had them edit it out. And when they did, they put the comma in the wrong place. So it reads like hang on Ted. The line was, we were driving.
Yeah.
And I was in the left lane and I was about to miss the exit. I'm driving safe, but I'm driving
You're
fast.
cautious.
But I'm driving fast.
You're cautious,
But
man.
I'm driving fast.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of had to go across 2 lanes, and I just said, hang on, Ted. And we made the thing. And we got there, and it was great. And we met. Yeah.
So now it's saying to hang
O,
on to Ted
and
instead of telling Ted to hang on.
Yeah. It was like, well, because here's the thing. Ted is huge. So, like, you can hang on. Like, you can hang on his arms and
so
shit.
did they fix this thing?
No.
It's still wrong?
Yeah. And I just let it go. I don't care. But that was a great day.
What's Ted's last name?
Hill.
Just so we know.
Ted
Just
Hill.
for the record, Ted Hill.
Oh, Ted Hill's great. He has a radio show.
You can hang on him.
You can. Ted Hill. He'll be stoked to hear. He'll hear this probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does the college radio show still. I mean, in Colorado, it's called My Bird, and it's badass. And you tune into his show, and you're going to learn about some stuff, you know, like this other new song I have. It talks about there's nothing new. It's just new to you.
Yeah.
It's just about people like kind of being pretentious because they know about this thing. And I'm like, dude, just relax. Other people catch up. Or maybe they don't like Chinese jazz. You know, like it doesn't matter. It's nothing new. It's just new to you.
Chinese jazz.
Right? I mean, doesn't that sound like pretty crazy? Because didn't the Chinese do like those, you know, those instruments that like clang? They don't have the normal notes. You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Oh, sorry. It's called an abacus.
Oh my God.
No, it looks like an abacus.
Oh my God. So you have at least one song that you're prepared to play for us, right?
Do I? Oh,
No, not right this, but yes.
play it right here.
No, we
Why
got to
not?
go over there and play it so we can make sure we get it.
We'll get it.
You got to plug in.
Okay. What do you want me to play though?
No, I'm asking you. You have a song.
I could. There's a lot of them. What do you want me to play?
I thought you had a song that you were
Oh, I wanted to
specifically
play?
wanted to play.
Not necessarily. Did I mention that?
You made it seem like you're like, this is the song I'm going to play.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that was just a different time of the day. That was a different situation.
All
Dude,
right.
I love you so much.
I love
mean,
you too,
just
buddy.
seeing your face just makes me stoked.
And my sweet hairdo.
I love the hairdo.
The hairdo's a hit.
I was astonished.
It's very freeing. I feel so great.
I was astonished. Yeah, because it was crazy. As I was looking at you, and I was like, but wait, what was it before? Like, it's such a departure. I mean,
Do you remember the movie Office Space? Remember the crazy neighbor? Somebody sent me.
Oh, it's that guy.
Somebody sent
He
me.
keeps hitting
Somebody
on the-
sent me a video of him
Oh, it's that guy.
today, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
You know, when he was like,
Yeah, that
"What
guy-
would you do with $1 million?"
Yeah, that guy was funny. That guy is like
He definitely had a curly mullet.
yeah. He was on Drew Carey.
He's all, no, man,
Yeah.
hell no.
I haven't seen Office Space in a long time, but that was a particularly good character. I remember.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. I can't remember his name. It was like Lance or something. Maybe I don't know.
Who's this naked person on the wall?
That's yours truly.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a young Oliver Peck.
Is it really?
Yeah,
So that was the hair that I know you from.
I mean that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I've never seen that hair.
That's like 2000.
When did I meet you? Oh, we talked about it. I definitely met you when that guy Duck still owned the Whitewater Tavern. Wasn't his name
Yeah.
Duck?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably I don't know, 2010. Let's say
2002?
maybe earlier.
No, it's earlier than that. If
Maybe
it was
2007.
if they were Drag the River shows
and
and we were actually playing, it was before 2006 or it was 2006.
maybe 2005.
I bet that's what it was. 20 years. That sounds more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good with remembering of dates.
I'm not either, but I can remember sometimes certain things.
But like when I asked you something
Like the
earlier,
U2 thing?
you associate it with the album that came out that you don't remember what year it came out. That's how I do it too.
Yeah.
Same way.
But I remember it came out.
It definitely did.
It came out because somebody's brother bought it. So dumb. But yeah, that was the Screaming Fetuses.
The Screaming Fetuses. Well, I'm super stoked that we were able to hang out today, and I'm super stoked that you agreed to come in here and bullshit with me on the podcast.
Are you going to sneak me into this gig tonight?
Yeah.
And we're going to put on...
we might have to try on some wigs.
I'm stoked. Do you have a mustache?
Uh-uh.
You don't have a fake mustache?
I don't. I have a real mustache.
That's right.
You can't put a fake mustache on over the real one.
That would make sense.
I think if you just...
But you'd have like a safety mustache.
You know what? I think we can probably...
Like in case something happens to your face.
I think we can probably just show up there and walk onto the bus and say surprise.
Oh, sure. I'll be wearing a safety mustache. You'll be all right. Okay, that's not good.
No. Safety mustache.
Safety mustache?
The reserve mustache.
The reserve.
What else would you got? Like the reserve chute on a parachute. When your first chute doesn't work.
Oh, the bonus.
You pull the reserve
bonus
chute.
Mustache.
Yeah.
Safety mustache. Wait. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody.
Is this a wrap?
We're gonna wrap it. I'm gonna tell everybody they need to check out the Armchair Martian, Who Wants to Play Bass album. It's on Spotify. The coveted 13th track, I think you can maybe get it on a YouTube somewhere, which I think y'all should check out. But check out Jon Snodgrass in general.
Just check out stuff that's like 25 years old.
Yeah. But check out the brand new stuff by Jon Snodgrass as well.
You know what's funny though? Can I share one other?
Yeah, you can share it all.
I did one of these podcasts with Chris. Somebody named Chris.
Yeah.
No,
everyone.
My good friend
knows someone named Chris.
Good friend Chris. Chris DeMakes.
DeMakes.
His show is called Chris DeMakes a Podcast.
All right.
And it's Chris from Less Than Jake.
Okay.
And he talks to people about, it's a good show. He talks to people about, like fan favorite, types of songs. And he wanted to talk about me and Joe drove out to California. You know that Drag the River song?
Uh-huh.
So we talk about it and we tell a good story. And he's like, man, I love it. I'm going to tell everyone to listen to this song. And I was like, oh, yeah.
There's nowhere to hear it.
Yeah, that's not on Spotify or anything. I haven't. He's like, why not? I'm like, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But
Hang.
It's about to be, I think it is almost about to be up there. But
I think Hang, on Ted is on Spotify now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that up there. Fine.
Yeah.
But I think the other Drag the River stuff is going to go up.
What's the process of getting that onto Spotify?
Oh, it's easy.
So there's no excuse for it not to be up there.
No.
All of these people can be like, oh, well, there's this and the label and the record and the other band members and this and that.
No.
It's just like, oh, no, it's super easy to put it up. I just haven't done it there's no apparent reason at all.
Well, to be honest, I mean, there was a little bit of something to it for a while, and I got all the rights back to everything. And it took a little while. Yeah. And it wasn't like a bad litigious thing. It was just, like had to be whatever. People got to do what they got to do. Everyone's got to get paid somehow. But
now you're raking in all the Spotify pennies.
It does add up though.
Oh, yeah. I know.
It's something.
I know.
It's all right.
I love Spotify.
I mean, it's bogus, but it's all right. Whatever.
I love Spotify, and I kind of understand the scenario, and some people complain about the artist not getting much money on there, but
there's not enough.
If it's not on Spotify, then people aren't going to listen to you anyway. So you might as well put it on there and let people listen to you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
It's better to be heard than not heard at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not.
Who knows?
Right? Like you said, like I haven't put everything up there.
But you made
it's
it.
Going up there.
But you made it and you want people to hear it.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I think the new stuff's better. Everyone thinks that. It's not. No, it is though. But what I'm saying is this. I want to tell you this. We're doing we're gonna repress all that Drag the River vinyl, mainly because it makes me not mad, but I don't like seeing those records sold for so much money. You know what I mean? It just seems like a lot.
Yeah.
So I want to flood the market again and like bring that shit down. You know, it's like ticket scalping.
But people still want the original pressing.
Yeah. But they're not going to get it.
It's funny how like things like that will get hot and get real high price and then drop back down, and it just there's no consistency some of that. Like a Jawbreaker Dear You CD was like $300 at one time.
I gave my Jawbreaker record to during COVID. I started getting rid of a lot of stuff. I was never a record collector, but I like.
But you accumulated quite a bit.
Because I worked in like record stores. I was like a buyer that's the only other job I had, right? Because I didn't have to come in a certain time. But I would like, you know, stock the stuff with old titles and new titles and stuff. But I had a lot of rad stuff. And I remember saying once, I was like moving those things around sucks, right? And I was like, I don't think I'd ever get rid of my records unless maybe I needed the space or I needed the money, you know, maybe, you know, and then there was one other thing. Oh, if I like had kids and they weren't interested in them, right? And then COVID happened and I'm just always working on the house. I didn't know how I would make money. So I'm like, you know what? Oh, I can't wait to show you my new backpack because it has the same thing. Like the dirty clothes go in this little shoe compartment. It's a finite amount of thing, right?
Yeah.
So the same clothes and they just go out and in this, right? So that's the idea with the records. I needed to get rid of this one amount of records so I could put something else there. And that was like maybe 200 records. I'm like, you know what? I'll find 200 records I don't care about.
Yeah.
I worked in record stores forever. So I guess I was being kind of a jerk too, because I priced them like a make me sell it. Like I don't really want to sell it.
Yeah.
And
people bought them.
I was really surprised at some of the stuff I had, you know, like my Joy Division record, you know, like the one that shirt, like everyone wears.
Mm-hmm.
I sold mine. Well, I did anything that would get up kind of that high. Everything was 666, but I sold that for $666.
Hell yeah.
My rating is good.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Everyone was happy with how I did because I knew how to rate them, you know, like because I had to do it. That was a skill, like a job skill I actually used. It was pretty cool.
How much do you sell a Jawbreaker record for? I
gave that to my friend Casey, who has, you know, Casey Crest, and he's done just a lot of things for me. And he's my good friend, and he'd done a lot of just stuff for me that, you know, it's a good dude. It was a gift.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
So $1 million. You wrote it off. You can write it off.
No. I mean, I think that was like a $300 or $400 record though. It was the seafoam blue.
Ooh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I felt good kind of getting rid of those records though, you know, and passing them on to other people.
Yeah.
And I only sell stuff that I could find on Apple Music or on Spotify. I have a bunch of stuff that's like
that would say the scary thing is that
you get rid of something and then you can't hear the music.
But a lot of people are getting to this point on streaming where and you buy a movie on something and then they just delete it. And then you don't have it anymore.
What do you mean?
Like this a lot of streaming services that offer certain titles, they'll like switch their thing up and they'll get rid of some titles and add some new titles. And you thought
if you could pay like the extra money
and you thought you could just
own Batman?
You thought you could just always watch it, but now it's gone. You don't really own it.
Well, yeah. See, I don't really trust the cloud.
Yeah. I mean, everything on Spotify could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah. And you know what? That's fine. I got a bunch of tapes, got a bunch of records. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff. I mean, I have more stuff than you need.
Yeah. More than you need.
That's what it comes down to. Like you're real minimalist.
People that know me know that I just don't like clutter. And I don't like things on top of each other and stuff like that.
It's so great.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, check out
let's go see this rock show.
Check out all this Jon Snodgrass shit. And Look up that 13th track on Who Wants to Play Bass because I love it. I won't put the 13th track on the playlist.
That's fine.
I'm gonna put the soccer
Soccer
song.
song.
Put the soccer song on there.
Did I tell you why I call it the soccer song?
Because it sounds like a soccer.
The
chant.
melody of it, I always thought it'd be cool
If
I
that
mean,
was what
it
people
sounded-
were chanting
that's
at
the way I
a
heard it.
stadium.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to get people to chant my song, but I'm saying that's the way I heard that melody. Like,
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
just-
no.
yeah, like just a lot of voices.
Well,
It's not how I recorded it, because that would make too much sense.
and then it just, yeah. Well, people are going to check it out. All right. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to like, share, comment,
Can I
post,
play you my
subscribe, all
favorite-
that shit.
Favorite guitar
And-
chord?
On our way out, Jon Snodgrass is going to play some chords.
My favorite chord. Now you can turn the page.
Later, dudes.
Later.
Hey, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, guys. Click all those links. Push all those buttons because it really helps us out and gets us out there to more and more peeps. What in the Duck podcast is produced by Audra Cabral and John.com Niederkorn. Our sound, video engineer, and editor is Courtney, Junior Larkins. Initial audio video setup and intro music by Blake Balake Pinchon. And a big thanks to everyone that submitted questions. Y'all keep them coming. Email me any questions you would like me to answer to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on What in the Duck. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Anchor Screen Printing. Anchor Screen Printing has been printing t-shirts and merch products since 1999. Anchor is the place for quality, small run items. At Anchor, every print is hand done by people who care about art. You can email anchorcustoms@gmail.com to talk about getting something printed for your company, brand, or shop. Anchor Screen Printing also has its own online merch store that sells Elm Street Tattoo, Cheap Thrills, Heart and Hand, Party First Safety Maybe merch, and much more. So go to anchorscreenprinting.com today and buy some cool shit. Or you can click the link provided in this podcast to shop now.